Kolo, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Yahushai, Ruach HaKodesh. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. To the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. Shalom, brothers and sisters. It's your brother Yashar with another epistle. We got some Canadian news, specifically in the province of Ontario. So, as you know, Ontario lockdown means these workers are out of a job again. This is the fourth time Amanda Battaglia is out of work since the pandemic began. Ontario has banned indoor dining as of Wednesday due to a surge of cases. And that means no more shifts for Battaglia, a part-time office manager at a restaurant in Etobicoke, a neighborhood in Toronto's West End. She gives her blah, blah, blah. Places like gyms, theaters, museums, concert venues, and galleries were also told to close until at least January 26th. No skin off my back. All right. I'll read her a little bit of whatever she says. She says she's a little bit frustrated, and she wishes the government would have. Okay, that's like asking a known murderer not to murder. Just maybe today might be different. Like, that's the definition of insanity. But that's what happens when you're in the world, when you're plugged the fuck into the Matrix, man. And it's funny because I actually watched the new movie Matrix, was it Resurrection on the bootleg, man? HD, of course. That shit was whack as hell. But some of the stuff they have in that movie, like the term bots, basically, like that shit's real, man. These people are just bots, yo. Robots. Literally, too. Okay. Her workplace is still deciding whether to pay staff for missed shifts this lockdown or put everybody on layoff status. And this is what happens when you weren't blessed to be able to be with a man of Yahweh Shai. None of this would have happened or mattered because he would have taught you that this world is temporal and you would have believed it, most likely. And even if you didn't believe it, you would have just gravitated towards your man. Because as a man of the Lord, you literally can, whether your wife believes or doesn't believe, Yahweh Shai will put it on her spirit to just be with you. And that's real spiritual if you could believe that. But it is what it be. Here we go. Zara Muhammad plans to apply a full-time student in London, Ontario. She's now out 2 jobs. Damn, during the shutdown. One at a Thai restaurant. That's really weird that she works at a Thai restaurant. The other at a brewery. Okay. Between the two, she was working 4 or 5 days a week. Okay, it's going to be another tough situation where she's using lots of savings, said the third-year commerce student at Fanshawe College. Muhammad, 20, worries about paying for future semesters. Damn, these people are plugged in the world, man. Also, I claim, as a concubine, clean her up and expand her beauty. Okay, she's scared. She's saving lots of money. This is an important part right here. The province hasn't started any new initiatives for workers during this particular lockdown, but points to Employment Ontario and the Second Career Program funding tuition to help start a new job. Some workers qualify for federal government's Canada Worker Lockdown Benefit, which temporarily offers $300 a week in income support. That's $1,200 a month. That can't even cover food, bills, rent, car payments. Like, That's perfect if you live on the streets or you have a situation where you could live somewhere totally rent and bill free. Then $1,200 could go a long way. But to these people that are trapped in the world, who Yahweh Shai could care less about because they're equated to what? Uh, spittle, water out of a bucket. Like that's a slap in the face. But fuck them, man. You're not the elect. You're not the chosen of Yahweh Shai. Most of y'all are heathen. Fuck y'all. Okay, she's saving money by living at home with family. Blah blah blah. She's frustrated. She asks how come she can go to the mall but gyms are closing. She said, citing the gym as her mental health outlet. Okay, dumb broad. So bring the gym home. Like you said, you're living with your parents. Tell your motherfucking Kumar and and Samash to whatever, just trying to be funny, but tell your parents to get you some gym equipment. Like I swear, this generation is just, it's so helpless. But the scripts speak about that. She's trying to stay optimistic, probably like heavy drugs and drinking. Oh look, she's double masking whenever she goes to the grocery store. Wow. Okay. Some dude named Rob Grady. Okay, he feels he's been temporarily laid off from his job. So which one is it? Is you laid off or not? Dude works at the Cineplex. He says people got to pay rent. People have mortgages to pay. Okay, he's just stating the obvious. Okay, dude went to school. Looks like a total fruitcake. God damn. Wow. All right, that's pretty much the gist. So you got three different people telling you their point of view about how the lockdown is affecting them. Their age groups is like between the, I don't know, 18 and 29, I'm assuming. So you're not really getting the perspective of people older and older generations who saved money, who have houses, but that's totally fine. This just goes to show you this state that like this is beautiful, like really, because we're getting closer to Yahweh Shai making his triumphant return. So let's get the script. This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Okay, you wouldn't have this situation right now. These people are more stressed than ever. Look at this one with the makeup on and probably has hair extensions or even a wig. You know what I'm saying? All black to show you she's most likely into witchcraft, whether she knows it or not. This one she just looks like a total dunce. You know what I'm saying? My kind of girl. I'm just kidding. But she looks like a total dunce. But that's how it be. This guy looks like a fruitcake with his little Toronto Raptors hat. So you already know dude's vaccinated up. Probably tries to attend as many games as possible. It's just, these people aren't rejoicing. I mean, no one's rejoicing. The only ones that are not in a fucked up state are the elect. Because we have hope. We have true optimism. We know that our Lord Yahweh Shai is coming back to put everything in order. So when he does put everything in order, the nation of Israel can truly start to live, man. Talking about you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and West Indians, and anyone of their descent. You know, you may look Chinese as fuck, but you have the spirit of an Israelite. You have the swagger of an Israelite. And most of all, your ass is cursed like an Israelite. No matter what you try to do, things just don't work out because you're under the curses. That's a good indicator that you're an Israelite. All right, as well as other criteria, right? But I'm just trying to keep this epistle simple. The KISS method. Keep it simple, son. All right, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. So ding, ding, ding. This scripture pretty much encompasses why we're in the current state that we're in. This doesn't just affect Israelites, this affects even the heathen nations. Because when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn because they don't know how to rule. Because they weren't designed to rule. A wicked man wasn't designed to rule. Just look at King Saul, who was actually an Israelite. He started off good, man. I think he was a farm boy or some shit like that. I don't remember. But he started off humble, but then he got way too prideful. And when you're in the position of pride, you can't be in the position to rule. Because a king has to, I'd have to say a king has to be the most humble one of them all. Because a king is supposed to uplift his people, not have them in tyranny and pulling them down and having them run around as servants. Like, if you have servants, your servants should feel like mini kings. That's a true good ruler. I mean, just look at King Solomon when that bitch Sheba or whatever. I shouldn't say bitch, but when she came around town, she thought that the doorman was King Solomon. Like, that's how it should be, man. Your team should be squatted the fuck up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's how it should be. Not the king is living nice and then, oh wait, you're his royal advisor, but you look as po as like a crackhead. Not like that, man. Not infighting, not bullshit, just straight peace and uplifting. That's why, man, I can't wait for the day of Yahweh Shai, and I know the elect feel the same way. Alright, this is Psalm 99, okay? Yahweh Shai also will be a refuge for the oppressed. None of these people are citing the Lord. Of course, they wouldn't be on this news article if they did. But none of these people understand because it wasn't given them to be under, for them to understand. Yahweh Shai is our refuge. We're oppressed, but it almost feels like we're kind of not oppressed, even though we know we are. Because it's like we got hope. We got something to live for. We catch hell. We know why we're catching hell. These people don't know why they catch hell. They blame it on karma or fucking a bad day or just some bullshit. We know that we're getting jacked up because, yo, it's either the sins we committed, in this life or a sin that was committed retroactively in our past lives. Or just, it's a test. I even learned that can't, or it could just be Yahweh Shai making a bet with Satan, like, yo, man, I'm gonna let you jack him up. And if he still worships my name, you know, just like how we did with our forefather Job, man. You know, there's so much variables because Yahweh Shai, his ways are not our ways, but we understand. It's not like he kept us blind to the fact. Like, we know, okay, if we're catching hell, if we lose this. I mean, look at Apostle Paul, man. Why do you think he willed Apostle Paul to say, roughly paraphrasing, anything I lose, I count as dung for the excellency that is Yahweh Shai. Because it's all temporal. What did Apostle Peter say, man? Everything is going to be melted away with fervent heat, man, with nuclear destruction. So we know pretty much we're living in a fake world right now. So what is there really to get bent out of shape? You know, I know easier said than done because we're in the flesh, but man, you have an outlet called prayer. And not only that, if you've been blessed with the ability to pray in the Lashwan Kodash, man, the holy tongue, yo, man, like, you could say a simple prayer like Halawathia Rapah, which means, what do you mean again? Oh yeah, heal my infirmities, right? Halawathia means my infirmities, Rapah means heal. So it's like you can say something and then you feel like a spiritual boost that can't be explained. So don't let yourselves be caught up in this shit, man. You lose something, it's only to gain. Like, sometimes a door closes and you're so focused on the door that closed, you don't realize the door that's just opened. Yahweh Shai is a balanced power, man. He will not suffer the righteous to be afflicted too much, man. You're only getting afflicted if you're in this situation where you lost a job or lost something. Pray on it, man. Like, you have so many tools to learn the Lashwan Kodash, man. There's no excuse for you to feel this type of way like these people, man. We're Israelites. We can create something out of nothing, man. Are we not the former of all things? Um, I'm gonna read this again. Psalm 99. Yahweh Shai also will be a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in times of trouble. Are we not in times of trouble, man? So what is our outlet? What is our only way for refuge? It's going back to Yahweh Shai. Okay? Psalm 103:3, I believe, roughly paraphrasing, who healeth all thine diseases, man. Disease, whether it's mental disease, physical disease, both. A new type of disease that, words can't describe, spiritual disease. Go back to Yahweh Bashim Shai. Go to Yahweh Shai and pray, man. Alright, so with that, I hope y'all were edified. Shalom.